Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, aka Zero Fats, coming at you on behalf of epicconversions.com. Hope you guys are doing amazing out there on this fine Wednesday afternoon. I want to talk to you about 10 things that are most likely holding you back from making money on the internet or making moolah online. That's what we're going to be talking about here today. So let's go ahead and get into it. Give you guys a little bit of time to roll in here real quick. So I'll go slow. But I do want to give you 10 things that are probably holding you back from making money online. And I think this is going to be a really helpful presentation for you guys. I think it's going to help some people, maybe open some eyes. I don't know. Maybe it's things you already know, maybe not. But I hope we can provide some value here today anyways. So let's get on into this, man. I can't wait. I don't want to wait any longer. I have no patience. You guys know how it is. All right. So anyways, 10 things that are probably holding you back from making money online. Number one, fake it till you make it mentality. All right. This whole idea, and I see this a lot on Facebook, this whole idea that, we just pretend to be in a place that we want to be in, right? We just pretend that we're already making it. We pretend that we're doing what we want to do. It's absolute nonsense. The fact is, there is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. That's the same thing I teach my kids, all right? There's a big difference between knowing how to do something and actually doing something. Experience outranks everything. Don't spend your time pretending to know something. Focus your time on learning how to do it. Okay. Be humble, man. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to look stupid. We've all looked stupid. The fact is you are stupid. When you're first getting started, you're stupid. You don't know what you're doing with this particular subject. And that's okay. It's freeing to be honest about something. It's freeing just to say, I have no idea what I'm doing. That's freeing, because when you try to put up this facade like you know things when you really don't know things, or like you've done things when you really haven't done things, or if you made all this money when you really haven't made all this money, man, you're hurting yourself. You're not helping anybody. So the first thing I would say is and I know, guys, I know a lot of people out there say, hey, fake it till you make it. And I know maybe that sounds cool, but I promise you that's not really cool. It's nonsense. All it's going to do is hold you back and waste your time. Reserve's asking me how often I mail my list. Do you have any thoughts on mailing too much, not enough? Reserve, to answer that question, man, I try to mail my list at least once a week. No matter whether I have something to promote or don't have something to promote, I like to let my list know I'm alive at least once a week. If I don't, they start emailing me and asking me if I'm okay. So I like to reach out to them at least once a week and give them some kind of value. Usually in those emails, I try to provide some type of entertainment value as well as some type of actionable content. And the actionable content could be like just a simple lesson or a takeaway, or it could be actually like a step 1, step 2, step 3 kind of content. But yeah, at least once a week. And then when you're talking about how often should I be mailing out to make money with my list, it is directly related to how fast you're bringing in new leads, right? Because your new leads are the freshest, and every time you mail your list, you're going to lose some leads. So, it just depends on what kind of list building strategies you're using. If you're not using quick list building strategies that bring a lot of people onto your list, then you want to be careful to not mail out too much, because you're gonna kind of burn your list out, and they're gonna slowly become less responsive. Even if you're providing high value emails, you could be providing the highest value emails in the world, you're still gonna burn them out if you're sending every single day. So that's just the way it is. I know, because I've done it. But yeah, I would say that, man. It's directly related to how fast you're bringing new ones in. So, okay, man. Let me Black Sand Tricking ask, do you believe in the zodiac, like that your sign can affect your personality? Um, Man, I don't know what that has to do with anything really, but um, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Do I believe in the zodiac that your sign can affect your personality? A lot of people I know believe it to be true. You know, I really don't know. So I don't know. I couldn't speak on that, man. I think that your personality is dynamic. I think it's fluid. I think that you can change your personality as you grow as a person. I do believe that the person I was when I was 21 is not the same person I am at 41. I think that my 41, I think that my 41-year-old self uh, would have a lot to say to my 21-year-old self, and they're just not the same people. And then I would say that I don't know if my 21-year-old self would relate to all the stuff that my 41-year-old self would have to teach him, if that even makes sense. But I do think it changes. People think that personalities are these things that are set in stone. I tend to think that we're affected by things that have happened in our lives. I can tell you right now, my personality took a big shift. I lost 3 people that were very dear to me in a very short amount of time, and with like 2 or 3 years, 3 of my best friends died. And I know that affected my personality in a funky way, not in a bad way, but in a uh, hardening kind of way. I became a lot harder, a lot less soft. But I think you have to become hard when things like that happen to you. So I think your personality is fluid. I mean, I think that people put too much stock in these astrological signs and horoscopes and stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, it's fine, but I think people might put a little too much stock in it. I put more stock in your life experiences and what you have to deal with, in your life, man. That's going to affect your personality to me. What are the top 5 free or very cheap ways to get traffic? Architecture whisper. Man, you cats. All right, you cats. I'm going to answer your questions, but let me get on with this top 10 list that we're going to be here all day. I'll come back to you, architecture. Remind me. If I don't come back with you before this is over, we will just remind me and I'll get back to your traffic question. All right, so number 2, guys, we're talking about 10 things that are probably holding you back from making money online. Number 2 is not focusing on just one strategy. All right, when you're trying to do this stuff, you need to learn and become the master of just one thing. The fact is, there's a lot of different ways to make money online. There really is. I've done several different ways to make money online, and I've had success with them. And then I've had zero success with several more different ways. The fact is, you will never know how successful you could be at something unless you dedicate all your energy to just that one thing. I hope that makes sense. When I was dedicating all my energy to selling books on Amazon, I made a lot of money selling books on Amazon. When I started splitting my energy between different projects, I wasn't making quite as much money because my attention was split. I wasn't focusing on just the one thing. Now, what I'll say is this: I'm not saying just put all your eggs in one basket. What I'm saying is, master something before you move on to the next thing. If you can master something and you can make it profitable and you're on cruise control with that thing, then fine. Then move on to the next thing. I mean, I have my eggs in several baskets currently, but I feel like I've mastered most of them. So if you're like not successful right now and you're not making any money online, what I suggest you do is just focusing on one thing and trying to become the master of that one thing. And I promise you, you will see far, far greater results. So the third thing that I find that really holds people back online is underestimating the value of audience building. I always talk to people about audience building, and people kind of go to sleep when I talk about it. I think that they feel like audience building is too hard, it takes too long, it's just not something they're interested in doing. But I'm telling you, most of the people who make money online sustainably and consistently have focused on audience building. All right. And at the core of the audience building is an email list. So I definitely think that if you want to make money online and you're having trouble making money online, you're not seeing a lot of success, I definitely think you owe it to yourself to start making an audience building strategy one of your core strategies for your online business. That's a really smart move, you guys, and I think that you should do it. By the way, guys, if you're interested in more about what I'm doing, I want you to know I just started a daily vlog, and I put a link to that in the description of this video. But it's called Cam Fats. So if you are interested in what I'm doing on YouTube and you don't feel like you're getting enough videos from me, I try to do one video a week on Zero Fats Returns, but I'm putting out a video a day over on Cam Fats. So that's KAM space FATZ. And it's on YouTube, man. And I'll tell you guys something. You'd be doing me a favor. I only got 68 subscribers on that channel. I'm putting out a video every single day. And I would love for you to go check it out and subscribe. Now, I will warn you that it's not just about internet marketing. It's just about my daily activities. But I do try to talk about internet marketing, and I do because that's part of what I do every day. So it definitely comes up in the conversation. But it's not just about internet marketing. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more broad than that. But I have a lot of fun doing it, man, and I'm doing those things every single day. So, man, you'd be doing me a favor if you went over there and subscribed to my channel and checked it out. And I put a link in the description. So, cheap little plug there for myself. Anyways, all right, number 4. We're talking about 10 things that are probably holding you back from making money online. Okay. Number 4 is not focusing on email marketing from the beginning. I mean, when you start making money online or trying to make money online, there's a very good chance it doesn't take you very long to get to the assumption that the money is in the list. All right. And that's absolutely true. I mean, over 80% of my financial transactions in 2017 came from email. All right. So the money most definitely is in the email list. People like to buy through email, you guys. And I was talking to a student about this just yesterday. Facebook and YouTube are great audience building strategies. These are great to use to build audience. But the fact is, people like to watch, to learn, and to be entertained on YouTube. People like to interact and socialize on Facebook, but people like to buy through email. All right. I have time and time again got emails from people telling me they saw my video on Facebook, or they saw my post on Facebook, or they watched my video on YouTube, and they saw that I was promoting that thing. So then they went back to their email and reread the email from me, and then they purchased, right? So that happens to me time and time again. And I always kind of wondered, like, why do people want to buy through email? If you saw the video on Facebook, or you saw my post on Facebook and I had the link on Facebook, why didn't you just purchase through that link? And, honestly, I can only theorize about it. I don't know for sure, but I feel like, and guys, these are facts. Okay. I can give you numbers after numbers after numbers, right? I mean, every single time I do a promotion, I'm talking like, man, I got 16,000 people subscribed to this YouTube channel. I got almost 4,000 friends on Facebook, all of them that care about making money online. Every time I run a promotion, maybe 10 sales will come from Facebook, maybe 5-10 sales will come from YouTube, and the rest will come from email. So first thing I would say about that is, when we think about email, it's like, it's private, we see our email inbox as a private location. It's not open to the world. It's like almost like another room in our house or something. If I was reading my emails, I might not want someone coming up behind me and just like looking at what I'm looking at. It's like a private location. Not that I'm looking at anything bad or some kind of top secret documents or anything, but it's just the idea of it. It's like, this is my stuff. You know what I mean? So it feels like a private spot. So when you get that one-on-one communication in that private spot, there's just the conversation that's happening in their mind. And then there's you with your email that you sent to them. And that's the only variables to it. So when you look at those kind of things, it makes sense why email would convert better. But that's just theory. Those are just things I've thought about. But the fact is, email does convert better. And when you want to make money online, you need to put a focus on email marketing from the beginning. So you put a focus on list building because you figure out the money's in the list. But the problem is, people think they're just going to build a list, and then when they get up to like 1,000 subscribers, they're going to start emailing them, but they're just going to collect them until then. And that's dumb. You can't do that. I mean, you need to start email marketing from the day you get one lead on your list. So you need to be practicing your email marketing and practicing your list building at the same time. Focus on writing good emails. Focus on dynamic list building strategy, right? More than one way to build a list. Okay. So just focus on different ways to put people on your email list that makes sense. So that's what I would say for number 4. Let me just make sure I'm catching everybody's questions. Reserved ask if there's anything you learned from selling books that helps you today in your digital business. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is, when you are selling physical the big thing that I took away from a lot of things, actually, that's a good question, Reserve. The first thing is this. There's a lot of different ways to work for yourself on the internet. And they're not all great. Some of them are great. Some of them are not great. Not all ways are for everybody. When we talk about doing physical book sales, okay, you can make a lot of money with that, but the problem is it's hard work. I mean, how much do you want to trade your effort and your energy for money, right? Because whatever you choose to do, you're going to put so much effort and energy into doing it, and you're going to get so much money back. What if you said, okay, every day I'm going to spend 50% of my energy, my mental energy and my physical energy, on making $100 a day, right? I'm going to spend 50% of my energy on making $100 a day. But now what if you figure out a new method where you're only going to be spending, maybe 50% of your mental energy, but like only 30% of your physical energy, and you're going to be making $125 a day. Well, that would be better, right? Yeah, because you're spending less physical energy and you're making more actual money. So there's like a lot of different ways to make money online, but they all use different degrees of your energy to make them happen. So the people are always worried about scams on the internet, but what they should really be thinking about is the degrees of energy that you use making these things happen. Because I promise you, I've seen a lot more things online that actually work if you put enough effort into them. And I think it's important to kind of look at how much work you're putting into something to make it successful. And when you asked me about the online book business, that was a big lesson, because I put a lot of work into selling online books. And you will, when you're selling physical product, you put a lot of work into it. And that was a big lesson. And I could talk about several more lessons, Reserved. But that was a real big one. Also, we could say, like, what attracts people to titles. It's funny. It's a little different with online marketing. It depends on your audience, right? But I can tell you, with online books, man, people are attracted to very basic, plain titles that describe exactly what the book does. And they are attracted to simple, plain covers, right? This is the genre of this is the genre of obscure nonfiction. I'm talking about the genre of obscure nonfiction here. But anyways, so yeah, that's a couple of lessons I learned. But it's different with online marketing. People aren't necessarily attracted to plain covers and simple headlines. They're attracted to several different things. So it just kind of depends, man. But I'll tell you, the energy you use on a business to make it successful was a big lesson I took away from selling physical books. Ever consider searching for questions on Quora and answering them leading back to your website? Yeah, I've tested that, blacks and tricking. I've tested that. I've actually tested it leading back to my YouTube channel, and it was okay. It worked on my daily vlog, the Cam Fats daily. I tested the Quora thing, and it worked okay. It works pretty good. It works pretty good for views. It doesn't work necessarily very good for subscribers. So, but yeah. Also, would you collab with Alex Becker? I don't know Alex Becker. I mean, I'm a fan of Alex Becker, just like you guys. I think Alex Becker is a couple steps ahead of me, to be honest with you. He runs, I believe it's $1 million software company, and Market Hero. So I'm just a mid-level guy, man. I made $70,000 with internet marketing last year. He's probably a few steps ahead of me, I would imagine. But I'm a fan of Alex Becker, just like you, man. So I like him. I love what he does. I love his crazy Star Wars rants. So yeah. And you guys notice what I just said. You guys notice what I just said. He was asking me about Alex Becker, and I very freely admitted I felt like he was a few steps ahead of me, and he makes more money than I do. That's part of not faking it until you make it, you guys. You know, be real with people. They will relate to you more, and they will trust you more, and you will get their business easier. It's important. It's something that served me very well. I'm just real with people the whole time. Do I think drop shipping is better than private labeling? No, I think private labeling is better than drop shipping. Yeah, private labeling is better than drop shipping. Drop shipping is hard because you're losing control. You're losing some control. There's definitely some room for shenanigans in drop shipping. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. Anyways, let me get back to my little list here. I'm glad you guys asked your questions, man. I love all these questions. These are great. Number 5, okay, we're talking about 10 things that are probably holding you back from making money online. Number 5, not asking questions because you are afraid to look stupid. Guys, I see this on Facebook all the time. Nobody asks questions. We're here on YouTube right now. You guys are asking me a ton of questions. If I was on Facebook right now, I guarantee you nobody would be asking me questions. Everyone would be agreeing with me. Nobody would be asking questions. There's so many people in that space that are afraid to look stupid. But the fact of the matter is, like, if you ask questions, you will learn. If you don't ask questions, you can't learn. And that's just the fact of the matter. Like, you gain nothing by pretending to know and not wanting to look stupid. You gain everything by admitting you're stupid and you just want to know. So that's what I say. I'm not saying it's easy. I know it can be a little humbling, but trust me, we've all been there. I just launched a product a couple weeks ago, you guys. It was called Talk Show Empire, and it kind of flopped. It only sold like 50 units. I pulled it after 2 days, And I said, screw it. I'm not gonna leave this available. I'm just gonna leave it for my insiders club. I'm gonna take it down from being publicly for sale. And it was kind of a flop. And then I turned around and I did a giant blog post about what I thought went wrong with the launch and why I thought it didn't do as well as it should have done. And it was really a whole lot of looking in the mirror and figuring out what I did wrong. And I put that out there, man. And I published that as a blog post. I put it on my Facebook and everything, guys. And it's really just about not being afraid to look stupid in the spirit of learning and in the spirit of teaching others through your learning. If I can help somebody else not fail from learning through my failures, then more power to them. That's better than failing yourself. When I was a teenager, I had to learn everything the hard way. I'm not a teenager anymore. I'd rather learn from someone else's failure. So that's what I say about that, man. But yeah, so Christ Princess says, would you want to collaborate with a regular Joe on building a private label product? Maybe, Christ Princess. It depends on the situation. I'm always interested in what's doing. I mean, it just depends on the situation, man. Hit me up by email, camjenningspro@gmail.com, camjenningspro. I'll write it here in the comment section. Hit me up there if you got like something you want to collaborate with me on or whatever, and we can talk about it. We'll see what's up. All right, so yeah, so not asking questions because you're afraid to look stupid is, I mean, look, to put it frankly, guys, it's dumb. Smart people ask questions. Okay, that's how they got smart. They ask questions. Smart people ask questions. Remember that, you guys. You're not always going to be the smartest guy in the room. There's always going to be somebody smarter than you in the room. There's always going to be somebody who's making more money than you in the room. That's the way it is, man. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Smart people ask questions. Dumb people don't say anything. They just sit around and try to look smart. It's a facade. I'd rather ask questions and be smart than sit around and look smart and everybody thinks I'm smart, but really I'm a fool. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's nonsense. Okay. So we're talking about 10 things that are probably holding you back from making money online, you guys. And number 6 is not taking action on information, but instead only consuming content. All right. There's a lot of information out there. Okay. There's a lot of people putting a lot of content out there for free right now and for paid content as well. But it is so easy to consume this content. And I can tell you right now, guys, look, when I put out content, right, like this content that we're doing right now that I'm putting out, okay, I want entertainment value and I want educational, actionable value. So how do I attain entertainment value with this content? The way I do it is I tell story, right? And the story is entertaining, okay? So whenever you infuse entertainment value into your content, you make it something that people might just consume for entertainment. And that's cool, man. I mean, it's nothing wrong with just consuming content for entertainment value. If you just like to watch videos about marketing and success and stuff, and that's just what you do for fun and entertainment, hey, more power to you. But if you're out there and you're really frustrated because you can't make anything happen and you're having trouble getting a business started, just be aware that, you know, watching videos and learning things is not the same as taking action. You can't just keep consuming information. There's a lot of information out there. You don't need all the information. I mean, man, when I launched my first membership program, I didn't even know what the heck email marketing was. I didn't even know how to do email marketing. I ran my first membership program teaching other people how to sell on Amazon. And I never mailed my members one time. Not one time did I ever mail them by email, because I didn't really know much about it. I didn't know much about email marketing. And I was afraid if I mailed them, heck, they might get mad and leave or something. I don't know what I thought, but I didn't do it. I wasn't an email marketer, I promise you that. So the idea of feeling like you need to know everything is nonsense. You're never going to know everything. You know, figure out a strategy that you really, really like, that makes a lot of sense to you, and then learn as much as you can about that strategy within a given window. Give yourself a couple weeks, give yourself 2 weeks to learn as much as you can about it. Take notes, write out a map of what you're going to be doing, and then go, man, go. And then, because look, the best teacher is experience. Okay. That's just the matter of the fact. That's just the fact of the matter, right? Experience outranks everything. When I was in the Navy, we had officers who, had just got out of officer candidate school. They were green as heck. We might have had to salute them as enlisted men. We might have had to salute them. But do you think that they got the same respect as a chief or a master chief or a senior chief? Do you think they got the same amount of respect? No. Even the officers respected a chief because the chief's been through it, because experience outranks everything. And that's just the way it is. That's the way it was in the Navy, and that's the way it is now. So learn as much as you can about the strategy within a small amount of time, and then start getting your experience, because experience is the best teacher. It outranks everything. So number 6, not taking action on information, guys. Number 7, when it comes to 10 things that are probably holding you back from making money online, not prioritizing time for your business. When you are trying to make money online, you have to look at what you're doing like it's a business, and it's not going to make money if you don't take it seriously. That's just the way it is. It don't matter. You got to see it like a business before you're ever making the first dime. You got to see it like a business. And when we run a business, we got to dedicate time for the business. And that means a little time blocking. So what that means is, if you want to get a project to profit, you need to be saying something like, okay, look, between the hours of 9 and 10 at night, or between the hours of 9 and 11 at night, I'm working on my business. All right. Today, I'm going to be doing this, this, and this. These 3 things are getting done, or this 1 thing is getting done, or these 2 things are getting done tonight. And then every day, you just keep it moving forward by at least one thing productive that gets that business moving forward. And you time block every night between those same hour or 2 a night. And everybody around you knows, hey, man, such and, Cam's work on his business from this hour to this hour every single day. And everybody knows those are your hours to do it. And as long as you have planned the things that you want to get done in those hours, then you can be very, very productive. But if you don't prioritize time for your business, then your business basically just gets the leftovers of your time, and it's going to produce for you like leftovers would produce, not very good. So, you got to dedicate time to it. You got to make it a priority. And if you don't do that, then it's not gonna perform like something you've put a lot of energy into. So that's what I'd say about that, guys. Let me. I'm highlighting these as I go, so I don't repeat any of them. You guys know what I mean? I don't want to repeat anything. I made a little list of things here. So, okay, so number 8, you guys, let's talk about number 8 on the whole list of 10 things that are probably holding you back from making money online. Number 8 is not owning your goals, not pulling them into focus and mapping them out. I've met so many people who say, I want to make money on the internet. I want to get an internet business started. But when I start asking them questions, I find that they haven't really pulled it into focus. Like, they'll say, I want to make money on the internet. And first thing, not owning your goals. Okay, they'll be afraid to tell their spouse that that's what they want to do, or that they won't. They have a job and they're afraid to talk to about it at work, or they'll be afraid to talk to this person or that person. They're afraid their family's going to laugh at them or whatever. I've had the most success at anything in life when I owned what I wanted to accomplish. I just put it out there for the whole universe to know about it. For some reason, that increases my chance of success by tenfold just by owning it and putting it out there in the universe. So you got to own your goals. Okay. Number two, you got to bring them into focus. Okay. And when I say bring them into focus, what I mean is you need to specify what exactly you want to accomplish. You know, saying I want to start an online business is not enough. You need to pull that a little bit more into focus. Like, what kind of online business? What do you want to do to make money online? What do you want to start a publishing company? Do you want to publish digital information? Do you want to start a consulting company? Do you want to consult with local businesses? Do you want to start a digital comic book company? You know, what is it exactly that this online business looks like? And then once you have a specific online business in mind, you need to sit down and map that out. So how does this business get traffic to it? What does it look like? Do you have a web? Is there a website for it? Is it just like a paid newsletter? What does it look like? Map it out. How does it get traffic? What's it packaged like? What does its packaging look like? Is it a website? Is it like a paid newsletter? Is it like some kind of an Amazon business thing? What does it look like? Map it out. How does it get traffic? What does it look like? What's the customer avatar look like? What do the people who are going to buy from you look like? I mean, who are your customers? What's the demographic? You know what I'm saying? Who on Facebook would be interested in this? Are there groups on Facebook of people who would care about this kind of a thing? Where are they right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is your business, if I wanted to start a digital publishing company and I wanted to produce comic books, I wanted to be the next Marvel, and I wanted to just be completely virtually online, no actual physical comics, just online stuff. How do I make that happen? Man, I need some artists and I need some writers. Then I need somebody who's good at like putting those things together into a digital form. And I need some kind of like delivery system. Maybe it could just be as simple as a PDF, right? And I deliver it. People could buy subscriptions, and I could deliver them 12 issues a year with an autoresponder service. That's pretty good. That'd be easy enough to do. But I do got to get me some writers, and I got to get me some illustrators, at least one or two. And then I got to figure out where the heck all my customers live. Where are all the people on Facebook who like comic books? I know they're on Facebook. Where are they? So I got to go out there and find those groups, and I got to put together a plan for where my customers are. And then I got to put together a little plan to strategize getting them to know who I am and pulling them into my thing, right? Because they are my customers. They just don't know it yet. The good news is most of you guys as customers are going to be on Facebook and YouTube. That's the good news. Everybody's on Facebook and YouTube. So, but they're in other places too. But the fact is they're on Facebook and YouTube. You can get them from there. Anyways, the point is not owning your goals, not pulling your goals into focus, and not mapping them out is a big thing that holds people back from making money online. They don't go deep enough. You got to go a little bit deeper if you want to make a dream a reality. You have to start treating it like a reality. If you wanted to get your license to drive, you don't just walk around all day saying, hey, man, I want to get my license. One day I'm going to get my license. Yeah, one day I'm going to get my license. You don't do that, man. You map out a strategy. All right, where do I get my license at? How much is it going to cost me? What kind of test do I got to take? Okay, well, it's going to cost me this much. I got to take this test. I'm going to study for it. I'm going to practice for a week, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to get my license. Boom, just like that. I mean, you go deeper on these real life things that you want to accomplish. You go deep on them. You go as deep as you need to go to make it happen. Well, it's the same thing with your business. You need to go a little bit deeper. You can't just have some vague goal. You need to tighten up that goal, and you need to map it out and figure out what it looks like. And that's a big, big problem that people have from being successful online. Number 9, making wild assumptions instead of asking questions. Just the other day, I was in Facebook, Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Let me highlight this last one so I don't forget I already said it. So number 9, you guys, making wild assumptions instead of asking questions. All right. This is crazy. I was on Facebook the other day, and some dude in this group was like, yeah, man, what am I supposed to use to get people on my email list if I got a website about hernias and my blog posts say all this stuff about hernias? My damn blog posts are saying everything people need to know about hernias. I'm covering everything. So what the heck could even be possibly put in? What could I even possibly put in a lead magnet to get people on my list if all the information is being given for free in my blog posts? Now look, that's a wild assumption, you guys. And I knocked out like 5 different ways he could go about it. The first one is really basic, right? Okay, so let's imagine all the information in the world on hernias is on your blog already. You've already had all the information in the world put on your blog, which sounds stupid, but I mean, we're just assuming here to help this guy. So what do? Okay, well, there's a couple of things you could do. Number 1, you could package up all that information on your blog, put it into an ebook form. Okay, give it a title. Like the hernia Bible or something, the complete works of blah, blah, blah.com, whatever the name of the website is, the complete works of this website, right? And this is a lead magnet, right? This is a lead magnet. People will get it just so they got all that stuff in one nice little place, and they don't have to like search around all over your blog. Now it's in this nice, easy, readable book. That's a lead magnet. All you did was reposition information. Another example of repositioning information. Let's say you take 5 of those blog posts, you turn them into PowerPoint slides, and then you narrate videos for the PowerPoint slides. You do 5 videos, 1 for each blog post, and then that becomes a workshop, a video workshop. That's a very informative video workshop on hernias or whatever your topic is. And this is the kind of thing that makes great lead magnets, and it's just repositioning, right? You could reposition you could reposition again and go cheat sheet, right? You could take like 4 or 5 blog posts of information and just really, really break it down into the bare basics of the knowledge and make like a 1-page cheat sheet as a lead magnet. And that would be like a really nice lead magnet because it has the promise of being very easy to consume. The information, it feels very easy to consume as a cheat sheet. So cheat sheets do really well as lead magnets. But anyways, that's something that holds people back, making wild assumptions instead of asking questions. Now that guy made a wild assumption that because he had all this information on his blog, he was giving away for free, there wasn't anything that made any sense whatsoever for him to do as a lead magnet. Now, here's what I want you guys to do, okay? I want you, the next time you think something is impossible or you think something can't be done by you because of this, I want you to say instead, here's the problem I'm having with that particular strategy. What can I do to get around that problem? Ask questions to yourself instead of making wild assumptions. Because generally your wild assumptions are wrong. There is generally a way around every single obstacle. It's up to you to figure it out. Guys, I can tell you there's pretty much a free way to do everything. So there's just a series of workarounds for every single little thing, from building an email list to building an audience to selling things to anything you want to do. There is a free workaround for it. So there's always a way around obstacles. Okay, it's up to you to figure out what they are. So instead of making a wild assumption about like, oh, I can't do this because of this, say, how could I do this? I can't start an online business because I got 2 jobs. I don't have any time. Okay, instead of saying that to yourself, say this. All right, I want to start an online business. I have 2 jobs. I don't have very much time. How could I make my goal of starting an online business possible in my current situation? Because if you do that, you're going to get your brain thinking in a different way. Okay. When you tell your brain you can't do something because of this, your brain automatically closes that door. But if you start asking questions, your brain starts working on solutions. And that is a fact. I don't care how hokey it sounds. I get it. It might sound hokey. That's just the truth. Okay. So do it. Try it. What do you got to lose, man? What do you got to lose? All right. Now, I'm gonna give you guys one more, and this is really important. Okay. So I want you guys to all listen up on this one. This is a big deal. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this video, man, give me a thumbs up on this. It means the world to me, and it helps my channel out a lot. Also, if you could drop me a comment after we're not live anymore, drop me a comment in my comment section. That's a big help to me. Also, if you could support my new daily vlog over there at Cam Fats, putting out a video a day, I think you would really enjoy it, and it would help me out tremendously to have your support on that daily vlog. Like I said, I only got 68 subscribers right now, so man, I could use all the support I can get. I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. Fruits and Veggies says, do you have any tips for procrastination? I have so much knowledge, but I'm too lazy to ever take massive action. Yeah, I do, Fruits and Veggies. The thing about what you got to do with procrastination, architecture said, don't forget my traffic question. All right. So tips for procrastination. So look, and we kind of touched on this already, but with procrastination, you need to dedicate time every day for your business. Okay. You need to say, okay, it's called time blocking. All right. You need to practice time blocking. And okay, so the first thing about procrastination is this, man. You have a lot of knowledge. Okay. But do you have a plan, Fruits and Veggies? Do you have an actual plan templated out? Right. I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. So if I was going to release a product, Fruits and Veggies, online, there's a couple things I need. I need to create, I need to package, and I need to release. Those 3 steps: create, package, release. Okay. So I need to create the product. I need to package it up with an automated website that people can go to with a sales page and a delivery mechanism. So it's all automated. So when they go there, they can buy it and they get the product, and I don't have to do it. It's all automated. So I need to package it. And then release. I need a way to get people to my product. I need traffic, kind of like what architecture is asking about. So if I have that 3-step plan, create, package, release, all right, now I can kind of make a couple steps for each of those things, right? And I can kind of make a list of things that I need to do for each of those things, right? A good tool to use for this kind of thing, Fruits and Veggies, is called Trello, Trello.com. It's called Trello, and it's a great way to kind of keep track of the things you need to do and kind of move them over to the done category when you got them done. But anyways, so you need a map for what you're trying to accomplish. Okay, I'm going to create a product. I need to create the product. I need to package the product. So under create the product, I need to do my videos. I need a concept. I need an idea for the product. So I'm going to do some research. I need to do some research. I need to do my videos. I need to create the download page. I need to put a couple extra things in there, maybe some bonuses, maybe some recommended resources. All that's under create the product. Okay. And then do I have a sales funnel for the product? What kind of a sales funnel do I have? Should I have an upsell so I can make a little more money? The answer is yes, you should have a sales funnel. So all that's going to be under create, right? Then under package, I need a sales page. What does my sales page look like? I need a delivery mechanism. How am I going to deliver this product? How am I going to deliver this product? Just a couple things under each category, right? So you list out all these things that you need to get done. Actual real things that you need to get done. So fruits and veggies, a lot of times with procrastination, things stay in a vague place. They stay in a vague place. They don't stay in a very tightened up place. A lot of times the reason we procrastinate is because we're unsure exactly how to do certain things, so we put them off. So we got these vague ideas that we're not quite sure how to accomplish, and we just kind of put them off, and we stay procrastinating. But anyways, the point is, map the thing out, have a list of things you want to get done, and then what you want to do is every single day you time block between 8 and 10 at night, or 8 and 9 at night, or whenever is your best time to do it. I'm going to accomplish at least one thing off of my list. Now, guys, I do it the night before, okay? I know what I'm going to be accomplishing the next day, the night before. Before I went to bed last night, I knew exactly what I was going to be doing today for my business. I try to get 3 things done every day for my business, and I knew exactly what they were when I went to bed last night. So that way, when I went to work today, I knew what I was going to be getting done for my business. So that's what I recommend for procrastination, fruits and veggies. Those are the things I would recommend. Mapping out exactly what you want to do step by step, time blocking, and just not pulling things into focus and not doing too many things. 1 to 3 things a day. Just keep it moving forward. If you don't know how to do something, recognize that you're procrastinating because you don't really know how to do something, or you don't really want to do something. Usually we procrastinate because we either don't know how to do something, so we put it off, or we don't want to do something, so we put it off. Like if your business, it has a strategy of a YouTube channel to drive traffic, and you haven't been moving forward because you are really afraid to do YouTube, and you don't really want to do YouTube, you don't want to be on camera, that's a procrastination point. That's going to keep you from moving forward. So the answer is a couple things. One thing, either figure out how to do YouTube and do it, or replace it with something else that you're okay with. Because if you're not okay with YouTube and it's keeping your business from moving forward, you should replace it with something else, like Facebook traffic or something different. So that's what I would say about that with the procrastination. Okay, let me give you guys my number 10. Let me give you guys my number 10, okay? Number 10, when it comes to 10 things that are probably holding you back from making money, okay, is the invisible paradigm shift, okay? And I'm going to explain to you what that is. Let me explain to you about paradigm shift. You probably already know what that is, but a paradigm shift is an important change that happens when the usual way of thinking about or doing something is replaced by a new and different way. Right? So the way we normally think about something, our perception of something, is replaced by a new perception of something, a new reality of something. And I call, when it comes to the make money online space and trying to make an online business happen, I call it the invisible paradigm shift, because many people don't even realize that they need to have a paradigm shift to actually be successful online. But they absolutely do. And let me tell you this little story here, because I think it'll really pull it into focus for you. So this is called the elephant rope, and you might have heard it before, but I just want to tell it again just in case you haven't. So as a man was passing the elephants, he suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephants could at any time break away from their bonds, but for some reason they did not. He saw a trainer nearby and asked why these animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, the trainer said, when they're very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. The man was amazed. These animals could have any time broken free from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. Like the elephants, how many of us go through life hanging on to a belief that we cannot do something simply because we failed at it once before? Failure is part of learning. We should never give up the struggle in life. So the point is, guys, those animals, to break free from those chains, They were going to have to experience a paradigm shift. They believed they could not break those chains. They could not break that rope. That was their perception, even though they could have easily broken the rope. They were going to have to change their belief system to believe that they could break the rope. How does it happen? How would it happen for the elephants? It's a good question. The fact is, you guys, if you're out there right now and you're not successful online, you are like those elephants. You are being chained by a small rope that you could easily break free, but your mind is telling you you can't. And it's going to require a seemingly insurmountable paradigm shift, to be able to do it. And that's just the fact of the matter. Okay. Now, look, if you're out there working 2 jobs, there's no excuse to be working 2 jobs out there, you guys. Look, how is it possible that this guy over here can be working 2 jobs to support his family and he has hardly no time? He's trading all that time for money. And that this guy over here can have an email list of about 30,000 people, and he can send out an email and make $1,000 just like that in 10 minutes, no problem. How is that possible? It's not like the guy over here with the email list is freaking God or something. He's not a rocket scientist. He just learned a different set of skills. He chose to spend his energy on a model that gave him more back. You guys remember earlier when I was talking about energy and the different models that you can use to make money? Look, your job is a model. It's the model where you trade this much time for this much money. All right. And it's not a good model. There are better models out there. So that's the thing. It's a hard thing, and it requires to break that paradigm shift. It requires you to do things that you're not comfortable doing. Okay. And that's the fact of the matter is, and I can tell you how it happened for me. And if this wouldn't have happened, I would still be where many of you are right now, probably kind of searching, looking around for something, trying to figure something out, some kind of hidden knowledge that I don't know about yet that maybe somebody has. I was in 2010, I was working at a hospital. I'd been working there for almost 8 years. I had a ton of sick time built up, and I got fired because I started getting sick and I started missing work, and they weren't into that, and they fired me. And then I had a choice. I could either get another job doing what I was doing, or I could do something different, right? And it kind of reminds me of that part on The Matrix where you guys ever see The Matrix, the part where he's sitting in the car with Trinity, and he doesn't know what's going on, and he wants to get out of the car and go down the road, and he's like, why should I stay? And she's like, because you know exactly what's down that road. You've been there before. And that's how it was for me. Like, I knew what was down that road, another job where I get fired unjustly, or I could do something uncomfortable, and it was uncomfortable for me at the time to go back to school and to learn something else, to do something different. I had a family to support. How was I going to support my family? How was I going to do all this? What was my family going to think about me if I went back to school instead of working another full-time job and just getting another job and all this other stuff? But it was all just like mental. It doesn't matter. The fact is, you're going to have to experience some discomfort to break that paradigm shift. The fact is, you choose your business model. You choose what you want to spend your time learning how to do. And the fact is, you can either work 2 jobs at a factory and a gas station to make money to support your family, or at a hospital or wherever, and you can be unhappy. Or you can choose to build a giant email list of a bunch of people who care about one subject and then sell them stuff on that subject. Both of those things will make you money. I mean, that's the fact of the matter. It's up to you to decide how you want to play it. And I'm not saying it's easy. It's going to be difficult to break that paradigm shift. It's a hard one to break. But that's it. To answer Architecture's questions, he wanted to know 5 different traffic sources, 5 different traffic sources to make money. 5 best traffic sources. I'll give you 3 Architecture. I'll give you 3, not 5, and these will be all you really need. They'll take you to the promised land. They'll take you to 7, 8 figures and beyond. The first one and the best one is your email list Architecture. It is the warmest traffic you can get. It's the warmest, most responsive traffic you can get that will buy the most stuff, most sustainably, regularly. Your email list, best traffic source you can get. Second, really, really good traffic source is affiliate traffic. That's influencer traffic Architecture. This is also extremely warm traffic, and this is where you basically go out and find other influencers in the space that you're in. Like if you're in, the digital comic book space, like we were talking about before, you go out there and find blogs and YouTube channels and people who talk about comic books, people who are really into comic books, and they influence other people. They have a lot of people who listen to them when they speak. You talk to those guys about promoting your thing, and then you offer them really good commission rates, like 100% commission or 75% commission. You offer them extremely good commission rates so that they'll get paid very, very well. Now that's expensive for you, but you get those buyers on your list. All right. And these are warm buyers. They are warm buyers because it's influencer traffic. They got to you because they were referred by someone they know, like, and trust. So affiliate traffic is very good. Influencer traffic is very, very good. Those 2 traffic sources are my number 1 and number 2. However, influencer traffic is very expensive. So that's the problem. When you're paying people 75% commission, 100% commission, they're making a lot of money for every email that they give you. So that's the way it is. And then the third one, man, is no big secret. It's Facebook advertising. Facebook ads are a very good source of traffic because it's very scalable traffic. The more money you put in, the more you get out of it. The problem with Facebook traffic is it's not beginner level stuff. Okay. You need money and it takes time. It takes time to get good at it. With Facebook traffic, they hit your email list pretty cold. They hit your email list pretty cold, and you need to have a sequence in place to warm them up, right? So that's the problem with that. If you want to learn more about Facebook ad traffic, visit Facebook Blueprint. Just go to Google and type in Facebook.com or just Facebook Blueprint. Facebook Blueprint, 2 words, Facebook Blueprint. The fact is Facebook, all their ad guys, Facebook actually commissioned a university called Facebook Blueprint to teach people Facebook advertising. You can take all the classes for free. These are these are legit classes on Facebook advertising. You can take all the classes for free. If you want to get certified, that costs money, but you can take all the classes for free. So just go to Facebook Blueprint if you want to learn Facebook advertising. I'm going to warn you ahead of time, okay? It takes money. It takes money to get good with Facebook advertising. You have to be able to spend money. People say, "Oh, you can just spend a couple bucks a day on Facebook advertising, and it's nothing." But the fact is, you're gonna have to spend 2, 3, 4, 5 bucks a day, lots of days, to get lots of data to figure out what's working, what's not working. Because you're gonna have to adjust several things to make it work. See, look, you're gonna have to adjust the actual the ad copy. You're going to have to adjust the ad headline. You're going to have to adjust the ad creative. That's the artwork in the ad. You're going to have to adjust your funnel. That includes the squeeze page that you have set up. Also, you're going to have to include any kind of sales funnel you got tacked onto it, whether it be like a page they hit after they opt in. And you're going to have to adjust your email sequence depending on how people are reacting to it. So there's several things you got to look at in that process when you're pulling fresh leads from Facebook or anywhere else for that matter. But Yeah, I would say right now, those are my 3 favorite traffic sources: email list, influencer traffic, and Facebook ads. Those are my 3 favorite, man. You know, I could give you, if you want more traffic sources, you guys, go to epicconversions.com. We have a freebie over on Epic Conversions called 50 Ways to Flood Your Website with Targeted Traffic. So go over to epicconversions.com and pick up that freebie, and that's 50 different ways to get more traffic to your stuff. But the fact of the matter is you only need one of them. You just need to be really good at one of them. Master one of them really well, and it'll ride you to the promised land. And don't move on until you've mastered that one source. That's what I would say. So anyways, guys, I hope this video has been helpful to you. Like I said before, man, I would really, really appreciate it if everybody can get a chance to go over to my daily vlog, Cam Fatz. That's KAMFATZ. It's my daily vlog. I'll put a link in the description. And man, if you guys get over there and check it out and like it, please subscribe. And man, I appreciate you guys all watching today. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody.